I did Inktober for 4 years straight. Even though I might not have been able to finish the challenge of Inktober every single year, I do feel like my drawing skills have been greatly enhanced by doing Inktober every year. In this video, I'm gonna try to improve the drawing that I did 4 years ago for the first time I did Inktober. Make sure you stay until the end of the video because I will show you guys one of my first ever Inktober drawings and compare it to the one I did this year. Do you remember the first time you drew a dinosaur? Maybe you've seen a movie that you shouldn't have. Or maybe you've seen a picture in a book full of dinosaurs. Well, that's what happened to me. I got inspired by watching a movie. And so now I'm always captivated by the idea of those gigantic creatures walking the earth at some point. So therefore, I always try to visualize what I'm drawing. I always try to come up with an idea and try to make a scene. Before I was never able to do this because of my skills, like they weren't up to par with what I wanted to do. But that's why I'm trying to do it differently this year. So before I started this drawing, I went on the internet to look at the habitat that the Xenoceratops would have lived in. There I found out that the Xenoceratops actually lived in a lush environment with delta. Delta is basically a gigantic river system that overflows like once or a certain amount of times a year, and it creates those really big swampy areas. But that must also mean that the Xenoceratops, it would have to cross rivers and cross lots of water in order to get to a better place of vegetation or food. I also found out that the Xenoceratops lived alongside Deinosuchus. So I imagined a scene where the Xenoceratops is trying to cross the river, and then it finds out that it's being trailed by something. It might not be completely sure what it is because crocodiles are very well camouflaged, but it is freaking out and it is trying to get to the land as soon as it can, as fast as possible. Obviously, the outcome of whatever we're seeing right here is not certain because we don't know how close to the shore the Xenoceratops is right now. But all we know is that anything is possible. And the crocodiles in that time were bigger than the Xenoceratops themselves. The Xenoceratops would have been about 6 meters long. And I'm pretty sure that the crocodiles would have been around 8 meters or maybe even longer. Maybe even like 12 meters. I don't know for sure, but they're way bigger. I tried to reflect some green in the water as well, because I imagine that there's lots of green and lush environment all around us that will reflect those colors back into our eyes. So we're gonna compare this to 4 years ago, but first I have something to say. There's a new feature called hype. This feature is huge because if you hype my video, it will actively show my video to more people the more hype I get. So let's grow this channel together. So now it's finally time to reveal the one I did 4 years ago. So as you can see, this one has a lot of detail, but to be really honest, most of the detail isn't even supposed to be there. If we compare this one to the one I did this year, in my opinion, this one is a lot better. Well, please let me know in the comments below what you think about this video. I'll see you guys tomorrow.